the segue is we got some feedback this week on a YouTube video that I think was quite funny and I want to share. I kind of went back and forth on this. I think it's funny, and I think hopefully people find it funny. But we released a video about, I'm not even going to mention the comment, who was it about, because it was not about him. It was about the sad state of the music industry, right?
And I wasn't even aware that we were talking about that.
And I got to do better.
I literally thought you were just asking me to guess a number. And I was like, I'll guess a number. This sounds fun.
And that's really not your fault, because I would say stupid shit like that, right? I would always be like, hey, what's your favorite color of blue? I do say stuff like that. Anyway.
You do. Azure, by the way.
I do feel like the internet is like, we want to complain, so let us complain. And then that's all we want.
Well, it's that anonymity, it's things that you would never say to somebody face to face that is easy to type out on a keyboard.
Now, the funny thing is, and I'm going to read this, the first one I have a reply to. We won't even blur out the name. So the first person goes, just goes to show you Tim Pool has done more in his little life than you guys both put together. Now, in my defense, my dad has said worse to me. Also, this is what I thought as soon as, because I just laughed, and I was like, they have no idea how little my life is, though. Like how small, how worthless my life is. Like that was a compliment.
They think that they're putting you down, and it's like, they're still comparing you to Tim Pool, so that's a win.
That's the nicest. No, not the Tim Pool part, but the other part is the fact that they think my life is just little. That was the nicest thing anyone's ever said to me.
Instead of completely pointless and meaningless, it's just little.
That is a huge uptick. Second one, as of my posting this, Tim Pool has sold a lot more songs than this video has received views, and this video is free to watch.
But again, I mean, you're watching us, so who's really lost on this one?
Man, you have a really good point there. Yeah, good argument. This one I like. Mr. Gonzo, you'll have plenty of time to make Bitcoin jokes when you're living in a van down by the river again.
If I had a van that I could live in down by the river, I would be stoked right now. That would be amazing.
The funny thing is, Tim Pool wants the same. Maybe you guys would be, he actually says that he would like to retire and just live in a van by the river.
I don't know. Maybe we could be van buddies and hang out down by the river together.
Now, I do want to clarify, I've never lived in a van down by the river. And when I slept in my car, it was the little blue Hyundai that I have. Hyundai.
I did like those comments though. It was just fascinating because I've seen negative comments on YouTube videos before.
Yeah.
On plenty of people's. It's just a big common. It's a common thing that happens to everybody.
Yeah.
But just to see like how people misinterpret what you're saying, and sometimes I wonder like, where do you even get that interpretation from? Yeah, but I just think it's funny. I really do. Like I was saying, I think it's funny to see how people interpret things. It's like, really left me wondering, like, how did you reach that conclusion?
For sure. Did you hear two keywords and they upset you? Because again, I sent it to Tim, who you know, and right away he goes, man, the music, I just told him about it in a bar. And he goes, man, the music industry is that bad right now. And I was like, that was my point. That was the whole point. You can sell 12,000 and get to be number 2.